Yeah, we can get done. But y'all have to be honest if you have questions.
Hi, Kelly.
And Tanner. Kelly and Tanner. Oh, wait, Tanner doesn't watch these. Okay, hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Probability. 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 Okay. Okay. Are y'all ready? No? Okay, Taya, you've had time. Come on, girlfriend. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Taya still being Taya.
Yeah.
She's still not ready for class.
Okay. Yeah, I have all my stuff.
All right, here we go. Y'all have, let's see, y'all are going to have a quiz Wednesday. So today we're doing 10.8, and then tomorrow we do 10.9, and then Wednesday you have a quiz. Yep, and then Thursday, remember, you are going to be helping little children. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Shh, I don't like that word. No cussing in my class.
What word?
All right, experiment. You said the vacuum cleaner word.
Oh.
Experiment. Kelly, when you coming home?
Yeah, come back. She's back. Maybe it's her flight today. Maybe she's just lying.
Maybe. All right. Experiment. You need to know what an experiment. It is an occurrence leading to one of several specified outcomes whose result can't be known ahead of time. I hope Kelly is actually listening to the audio because I'm very congested and there's no telling what the captions will say.
No. I was about to say she could listen to it.
No. Okay.
That's a very specific way of describing.
Sample space. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I smile. Sample space. I'm just smiling. The set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Sample space. The set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Trial. A single observation. Outcome. Result of a single trial. You just need to know what all this stuff is. An event. Possible outcome of a trial. I'll let y'all catch up. Joseph, do you need me to read something to you? Okay, so an experiment is an occurrence leading to one of several specified outcomes whose result can't be known ahead of time. Can't be known ahead of time. What is the probability of tossing a coin? Okay, but do we know the outcome ahead of time? No. I mean, literally, you have no idea. It's going to be one or the other. We cannot sit there and say, I bet it's going to be tails, or I bet it's going to be, you can't do that. You have no idea. Sample space is the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. For example, 50% heads, 50% tails. Okay? That's the set of all possible outcomes. An outcome is head, an outcome is tail. Trial, a single observation. Outcome, the result of a single trial. Event, possible outcome of trial. All right, here we go. Examples. Did you have it all down, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do that.
He doesn't do that. Oops, see, I'm misspelling it. Probability. Probability of an event. This is like the formula. The probability of event. Favorable outcomes over possible outcomes. So to find the probability of an event, you're kind of dealing with like a fraction. The favorable outcomes go on top and the possible outcomes go on the bottom. Basically, desire over total. Oh, yeah. Desire over total. What do you want? What are you looking for? Over the total. This is important. What are you looking for? Over the total. So the probability of an event, favorable outcomes over possibility of outcomes. You got that, Joseph?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and start it on an example. So you need to remember that. This is like the formula. Desire over total. Favorable outcomes over possible outcomes. But I shortened it to desire over total. Okay, so let's say we have a spinner. And it is numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the spaces. What is the probability of getting number 2? What is the probability of getting 2? Italia?
5%.
Well, first, set it up as a fraction. So how many chances do you have to get a 2?
4.
No. Okay, that's right. Your desire is for 2. So how many spaces are there for 2?
1.
Just 1. So your desire is 2. The number 2, there's only 1 space for that. So it's 1 over what's your total. How many total spaces are there? 4. Okay, so your desire is to get a 2. Well, there's only 1 space for a 2, so that's why we have 1 over the total. How many total spaces? 4. So we have desire over total. We're not looking for the number 1. We're looking for number 2, but there's only 1 space that has the number 2. So that's your fraction answer. And Italia, what did you say your decimal answer is?
Decimal
Percentage. 25%. But what for some reason they want is like they want decimal. I don't understand why. 0.25. I personally, Mrs. Rogers, liked what you did by percentage, but for some reason they're asking for this. It's really easy to go back and forth. You're just moving the decimal. So it's not really a big deal. But for this, they're going to want you to give both answers, the fraction and the decimal. See, this is why I'm confused, because in 6th grade, they asked for the percentage, which if you had this last year at this school, which is probably why your mind went straight to the percent. Does that make sense? Okay, what about using the same spinner? What is the probability of getting an even number? Joseph? That's right, 2 over 4, because we have 2 even numbers. We have the 4 and we have the 2, so we have 2 even numbers. That's our desire, over total. So we have 2 even numbers out of 4 total numbers. You need to put that in lowest terms, Joseph. What would that be? And what is the decimal of that? Or 0.5. So you need both of those answers. Any question about what y'all are doing? No? All right, y'all ready to move on? We're doing a little bit more. Okay. This is the last piece of notes before we jump into your book. Mutually exclusive. I'm going to give you a little key. Mutually exclusive, outcome, event, trial, sample space. You've got to be introduced to this vocabulary, but you can absolutely do the work without remembering this, okay? Mutually exclusive is 2 events can't occur at the same time. When 2 events can't occur at the same time, it's called mutually exclusive. And I'm going to give you an example. To find the probability yes, I know, I'm going to do that too. To find the probability that one or, underline, the other of 2 mutually exclusive events will occur. Add their probabilities. Add. So basically, if you see the word or, you're going to add. If you see the word or, you are going to add. That is huge. That's right. And if you see that, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. If you see the word and, that's when you multiply. So you remember this from last year. Good job. Joseph, you got this? All right. For example, I have a spinner again. Now, bear with me. Oh, yeah. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's 5 spaces.
When I ended up with 6, hold up.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. See? It's harder than it seems. So you need a spinner with 5 spaces. Y'all got it?
No. Okay.
You got it?
Not all equal, but they're.
That's okay. Now, very lightly shade in the 5, the 4, and the 2. So very lightly shade those in. Now, look at how I write this. What is the probability, see the P, that you'll get a white or a number greater than 4?
Oh, gosh.
So, what is it? See, there are 2 events that can't occur at the same time. They're 2 completely different things they're asking for at the same time. White or a number greater than 4. So here's this word or. So therefore, we're going to be adding again. So how many white spaces are there, Talia? I'm writing that underneath there. Joseph, how many, and we're going to be adding, how many numbers are greater than 4? 1. Because it didn't say greater than and equal to 4. They just said how number greater than 4. Does everyone see where we got this? Joseph, do you see where we got 2? Talia, do you see we got 1? Okay, so we add the 2 and the 1, we get what? Over what's my total? And there's my answer. And don't worry about the decimal. So desire over total. There are 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's your total. And then there's 2 white spaces plus, because of the or, 1 number that's greater than 4. So you add, you get 3. Any questions? That's all we're doing. Open your book. 6th grade's always saying, is there a twist? Is there a twist? Not really. Okay, open to page 435. Much prettier than mine. Okay, so there's a lot of reading here. So, Atalia, read the directions for number 2, just the directions.
6 red marbles, 5 yellow marbles, and 4 green marbles are placed in a container, and 1 is drawn. Find each of the following probabilities. Express your answer as both a fraction and a decimal rounded to the nearest number.
Okay, so what you may want to do is in your directions, underline 6 red marbles, 5 yellow marbles, and 4 green marbles. It literally says, and then underline fraction and decimal, okay? Or highlight or whatever so that you don't forget to do all that. You need to get used to dissecting and marking up directions so that you don't mess up. Okay, so 2, it says the probability of red. So Talia, what is the probability of getting a red marble?
6 over 15.
Yep, that's right. Now, the thing is, we've got, this is the desire. There are 6 red marbles. That's what it says in the directions. And the total, you have to add up all the marbles. But this needs to be reduced. So what does that reduce to?
2 over 3.
Or what?
No, 5, sorry.
Okay, so there's my fraction. What is the decimal?
0.4.
There you go. And if you've forgotten how to do that, cowboy in the house, horse on the outside.
Trying to look more, I surprised myself.
Very
I just
good.
thought about 20 and I was like, I think it, yeah. And
Very
I
good.
did 0, that's how I did it.
Any questions? Joseph, you got a question? All right. Let's move on to number 4. Joseph, read the directions.
The class contains 10 boys and 6 girls. Their names are put into a hat and one is drawn. Find each of the following probabilities. Express your answers with fraction and decimal rhymes with the nearest hundred.
All right. What is the probability that you draw a boy? Over.
16.
And reduce that to?
503.
Now find me the decimal.
About 625.
And it says round to the nearest hundreds.
660.
That's right. So we round to. There you go. All right. Italian, number 6. What is the probability of a boy or girl? How many boys are there?
There's 10
What does or mean?
plus
How many girls?
6.
All right. So what's my fraction?
16 over 16.
And so that is 16 divided by 16 is?
1.
There's your answer. That's everything. That's all you put. Any questions? All right. 8. Joseph, read the directions.
One spin. Find each of the following probabilities. Express your answers with a fraction and a decimal round to the nearest.
All right. What's the probability of an even number?
3.
Over.
6.
And it's reduced to?
A half.
And the decimal is? Any questions? Ten. What's the probability of a number less than 6? Natalia? What's the probability of a number less than 6?
506.
And I'm going to be nice for the sake of time. The decimal, and you give you the decimal. Okay, then what is it? Mm-mm.
I did it the opposite way.
Mm-hmm. Put the horse in the house.
Yeah, but the
Yeah, the horse is the
Just
horse
do it
is
on.
stable.
0.83.
that video.
Any questions? Y'all think you can handle this? Huh?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and set you free.
Yeah.
0.4. 0.4. See, page 435 to 436, numbers 5 through 17 odd. $27, 31 odd. It's not very many. Very random.
Yeah.
All right. These are due Tuesday. Your quiz. When did I say Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
That's 10.
I think you can handle it.